Hey everyone, it's Alex from XM Studios and we're here today at Singapore Comic Con 2019. What we're going to do is just going to give you a quick booth tour, show you what we've got. We'll go over the new pieces, the old pieces. With some of the old pieces we'll probably kind of skim over them a bit because we've had quite a few coverages of previous cons, so otherwise this will be about a 2-hour video. So if you follow me, we'll start over here, come around that way. And now they start the music as soon as we press record. Hopefully you can still hear me. We start off with Victor Creed, so this is Sabretooth. Here we go, so this is the alternate portrait. He has two portraits. He's lunging forward here, as you can see, like there. And we've seen this piece before. We saw it on, it was in TK store, and it's been a previous con, so we won't spend too much time on that. But huge piece, beast. Move across to Emma Frost, White Queen. This is the alternate pose with the ice rose and the alternate portrait. I actually really like this one. I really like this marble style base, and I think that if we did our Kingpin with a base like this, that would have taken it to the next level. So unfortunately we kind of done this a bit later on, but yeah, really like this piece. So yeah, we've come across to Professor X version B. So this is the modern version. So we also have the classic version, which is in the actual wheelchair. And then we have this version in the hover chair. So there's been a bit more work from the last time I saw this. So there's a bit more work on the screens. And yeah, so we've come across. It was been seen before. Then we got Ultron. This one I mentioned before, which is one of the pieces I kind of wanted to see. I went to TK store in Thailand and I just missed it. I went to a convention and it wasn't there. So this is the first time I'm seeing it at this con, and I really like this piece. This is probably one that's going to be on my radar to put in my personal collection. So yeah, and it's actually misleadingly big as well. When you see it in pictures, it doesn't look very big. It looks like it's going to be a standard size, but I mean that must be, I don't know, 24, 25 inches or so. Yeah, big piece, really nice. And then we come round, and we got the Scarlet Witch. So this is the kind of revised portrait on her. And she's got the drone there on the base. So yeah, we've seen her many times before. So move across to Colossus. Again, Colossus. Yeah, it's Colossus, so huge piece, and great details there on the teeth, where you've got the kind of gloss on the teeth there. Really like that. And it's like a big piece as well. I mean, you kind of get a lot of statue for your money with this one. I love the detailing as well on the actual the Sentinel eye. Right, we come across, and this is Magic. So this is the Dark Child switch out, and this is actually taller than Colossus because of there's been a few people asking why, but her head is probably like 3 inches, 4 inches lower, but the actual sword sticks up a lot. That's why she's taller. So yeah, love these the flames there with the skulls, really cool, and then the effects as well on the hands where it's been cut. Very cool. Something there, don't know what that's from. Right, and then we've got the X23. So this is a piece which has been shown at the con for the first time. This is the masked portrait. This also comes with the unmasked portrait, which I love the unmasked portrait on this one. I'm hoping that my next girlfriend looks like that. And yeah, really love the figure on this one. I think it's done really well. Just looking up close because this is the first time I've sort of seen the masked one. Yeah, very cool piece. Very happy that X haven't done one. We go across, and yeah. All right, so we come across to Thor. This is the modern Thor. So he's got Thor here. He's got like battle damage, so you can see some of the scales are missing on his costume here and here. You can kind of then see all the kind of like the what's it, like the chain link armor underneath. You got the detailing there on the belt with the Nordic kind of symbols there. Yeah, loads of details, very cool. Loads of detail on the feathers. On this side, which you probably won't see now, but I did take some pictures earlier. You can see the spiel about the one who's worthy can wield the power of 4. And then on the base, if you see here, it has the actual destroyer on the base there. So he's about to get the Mjolnir to the face. Yeah, awesome. We'll come back round to Thanos because obviously the ones that have got the backside we'll skim over and we'll come back around to get those. This is then the revised version of the Aaron Ray Perez Red Hulk. So last year we this is actually traditionally sculpted. We only have 2 pieces traditionally sculpted. So there's this one and the Tim Bruckner Bloodstorm Batman. So yeah, this was sculpted by a Mexican artist called Aaron Ray Perez. Yeah, so there's a revised version. We've added some texturing here and the kind of rips in the jeans. It's, as I say, this is now actually quarter scale because last year it was closer to kind of 1/3. So yeah, it's up for pre-order now. This is then the backside of the Iron Spider. This is another one which I'll come round to, which I'm probably going to add much to my personal collection. Green Goblin will come round to. Then we got the Deadpool version B. So version B comes with the switch out head, the switch out roller skates, and then it comes with the frame as well, the comic strip frame, so it's breaking out of that. And yeah, this version B. All of these pieces here, they'll come out. You can kind of put them wherever you want to put them. These throwing knives, they come out, but they go into the holes there. So yeah, kind of customize it a little bit if you need to. But he's on like the unicorn carousel. There we got the version A, which we'll come round to. The next 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pieces are then Legendary Beast Studios. So this is their Spider-Man. There are 2 versions of this, which we'll get to the next one in a second. This is the painted version. So yeah, very dynamic piece. Loads going on here. So you kind of see like the explosions or the parts coming out, you see the web going around, and then Spider-Man lunging forward. This is the regular painted version. You got the back of the Juggernaut then, and then this one is the light up clear resin version. So yeah, same as this one, but yeah, just the explosion is different. We'll come around, we have to come around to the other side. So this is then, for the back side I'll show you the Thor, because on the Thor you can kind of see some of the detailing on here. So you got the Loki, and it looks like Ultimate 4, but I might be wrong in there. And then you kind of come around, you've got like a dragon, and you have Beta Ray Bill, and then I think, if I remember, there's Surtur there as well. This is a 1/3 piece. It's huge. It's sculpted by Franco Carlissimo, and yeah, really cool piece. Loads of like texturing details on here. Personally, of the 1/3 pieces, this is my favourite of the 3. I do actually really like this one. Then we got these are prototypes. We then actually have the production of the Captain America here. So this is one of the poses. There are quite a lot of switch outs for this one. This is sold out already. So this was the introduction piece from Legendary Beast Studios. Then we have the Magneto. This actually comes with a big actual like sort of like an energy ball that goes around him, and it's huge, and that actually adds quite a lot to the piece. Unfortunate that they're not showing that here today, because it really does add a lot to it. But yeah, it's Magneto. First time we've seen this one. Then we've got the Juggernaut. We saw this last year. This one's been revised, so the all the colours have been updated. Originally, like this has been changed, and I think it looks much better now than in previous showings. So yeah, much better. Come along, we got the Deadpool version A. So with the two, the price difference is about, I think, 150 Singapore dollars. Personally, yeah, for 150, I think it's worth just buying version A, version B, because you get the 2 switch out skates, the frame, and the other head. So it's sort of easy business just to get that one. You've got a lot more options. But yeah, this is the sort of like the regular pose, regular mask, and then normal boots as well. Also got the chicken on the side there. And you come across and you have the Green Goblin just been switched out, so you got actual the Norman Osborn portrait on there, and him holding his mask up. Then you got detailing on the back. This part here is actually mixed media, and what you actually do is with the version B, or I can't remember which way around it is now, but with one of the, I think it's version A, you actually get the bust. We were originally going to sell this separately, and then we just decided we'll do it as a combination thing. I did try yesterday, actually. You're not officially meant to, but you can actually put the Norman Osborn head on here, and it does sit on there, and it does actually look fine. It is a little bit wobbly, but you can actually get away with it if you need to. So there's that. Also, you get a little mouse. I don't know if you can see that because it's so small, but your little mouse you can put wherever you want. Iron Spider, this piece really stands out to me. I'm a big Spider-Man fan myself, so personally I think this one's going to join my collection. With these, the arms, you can actually put them kind of wherever you want. I mean, there's 1, 2, 3, 4 joints on them, and you can kind of like pose them as kind of like spread out or as kind of enclosed as you want. So yeah, there's a lot of options in this one. Definitely going to pick this one up. I love the base as well. I don't quite know what it is, but yeah, I'm not really sure what it is. But yeah, some kind of machine science lab thing. All right. Then we have the star of the show. So this is the con exclusive if you buy the pair together. So this is Thanos and Lady Death. So this one's actually the regular head. So this is like actually the regular pose if you were to buy Thanos on his own. And then this is like if you were to buy Lady Death on her own as well. And you buy them together, you get 3 heads with Thanos. So you get the helmet head, this one, you get the helmet head with the mouth open, and then you get the one without the helmet, which is like this one as well. And then, yeah, the actual gems on here are not final. These actually have just been painted for the con. We're looking into ways of having actual gems, or which way around we're going to do that. So we will, they will be adjusted. And then you have kind of almost like one of the kind of Shatari on the base. It looks kind of similar to one of those. And then we go up, and then you got Lady Death, Mistress Death, Lady Death, whatever you want to call her. She actually has switch outs on her. So what it has is she has like skeleton arms and a skeleton face. And what happens is the actual face plate kind of comes out and you slide it in. So yeah, and then yeah, you have the option to change that around. Great movement on the cape there. Really nice purple tones under there. Yeah, very, very cool. And again, they can be displayed separately if you want to. All right, if we then go across to the Transformers. So all right, so we're back again, and what we've got now is Grimlock, who is absolutely huge. He's almost, if the Hulkbuster was to stand up, I'm pretty sure he's still bigger than the Hulkbuster. This piece is a beast. A really, really nice piece. Yeah, light up eyes on there, massive swords, double-barreled shotgun thing. This piece is crazy. Wow. When I saw people unboxing this, I stayed well clear because I set up a Hulkbuster a couple of years before, and that was a nightmare with no aircon. When I saw people setting this up, I disappeared as quick as possible because I weren't going near it because it's going to weigh a ton. But yeah, this piece looks amazing. And then you get his T-Rex with him as well. And you get these like coasters which you can kind of put wherever you want really. So you can put them there or there. And then when you get, for example, the Bumblebee, you can probably join all your coasters together and have them all in a line. Then we've got the back of the Soundwave, which we'll come back to and we'll go over that one. You've got the Bumblebee and Spike. We are looking into a way where you can display Spike separately. There were a few comments from a few fans, collectors, and yeah, we're looking into that. You can take off his mask as well if you want, so you can see the face a bit better. Yeah. So yeah, these are the 110th line. We'll come back to that one in a minute. The one thing I was really surprised about is I went to pick up this car the other day, and this car must weigh like, it's got to weigh like 4 or 5 pounds. So like about 2 kilos. It's really heavy. I'm really surprised by that. We come across then, and we have the silver. These are the 120th line. So the silver you get as a set. You can buy them separately as well. And what it is the gold ones are the cons exclusive. So you have a gold Soundwave at the back, but you can get them in silver as well. So you have Bumblebee, Optimus Prime, and again Grimlock. So yeah, got all those together, and you can buy them as a set of 6. XM exclusive, the gold one is a silver as well. Yeah, I said that. Sorry, I've been corrected. It's a XM exclusive, not a con exclusive. All right, so then you come around. So you got the Starscream, which this one went up for pre-order a while ago, and then we added the crown, and then we added the cape afterwards as you know, thank you to fans really. And then you get the jet. I'm not even going to pick it up. No, I'm not even going to pick it up. See how heavy it is. I won't be able to get back on the stand. You got the back of the Megatron, back of Nemesis, back of these. All right, so we need to come around. So you got the Acme Studios. So this then is an XM exclusive. This is the faux bronze version. This is 1/4 scale. This is Mike Manero art. So it's original art based on. Really cool piece. I actually do really like this. Yeah, loads of little things going on in the pouch, loads of details on the base. Yeah, very cool piece. A lot of switch outs as well, which we'll show you on the other side. You then have the actual painted version of this. So this one has the actual horns. And what you do is you actually have, so the switch outs, you have the 2 heads, you have the gun, and you have the gun up and the gun facing down as well. And then the sword. So yeah, very cool. And you come across, again, these Acme Studios, so you got the Cloud. I have not personally seen this myself, but this piece is crazy. The dragon on here, I love this kind of like, almost like mother of pearl kind of effect on the actual dragon's skin. It's really well done. I do really like that. And then on the actual, the metal parts as well, you got like all this kind of rust effect, loads of detail on this. This piece is huge. It's a huge piece. Right, and you come across and you actually have then the Wind and Cloud dragon there. This dragon is super cool as well. Very cool. You got like a gloss on the teeth as well. Really nice, really well done. Yeah. And all the flames going on there. Really cool piece. All right, you come across. This then launched our Transformer line. So this is the Optimus Prime. This also you get to see what the name plaques are going to look like when we actually send them out. And I'm pretty bad about putting down. And it's also got like an XM on the back and a metal clip, so you can kind of, right. And then this then is the Nemesis Prime. We then obviously went with this and we did, we changed the sculpt, so the base is different on him, different arms, and you know, so it's not exactly the same sculpt, just been repainted. This is actually a different elements of it to make it a different piece. Obviously this is a prototype and it's going to be painted up, so yeah. And you get the truck with that as well. If you come across, then you got the Megatron, and he comes with his gun. Yeah, very cool. Megatron was always one of my favourites. My main favourite is going to be Soundwave, which we'll get to soon, but Megatron, I always like the villains. But yeah, and you got the back end of Starscream, so you can see that kind of purple pearl effect on the actual cape. Really nice, really well done, and the texturing on there as well. Right, and then you got the Transformers, so you have the Soundwave, Megatron, and the Starscream. So yeah, this is the gold one, which is the XM exclusive. Soundwave there. And again, you can buy the set in silver, you can buy it in gold, or you can buy them individually. All the prices are there. They'll be on our website. So yeah, if you come across, unfortunately, with Soundwave, he was printed too small. So this isn't the final product. This is going to be, he is probably a little bit smaller than, or is he a bit bigger? By the 1/20th, he's a bit bigger than Starscream, smaller than Megatron, so he's going to be, I don't know, like this big probably. So yeah, it's going to be reprinted. I'm going to try and actually get this one to take home if they can't use it anyway, but I doubt they'll let me. If you look on here, you have Ravage here, Rumble, Laserbeak, and then I think this one, I can't remember his name, like Red Bat or something, I can't remember his name. Rumble is done really, really well. There's also, I think we don't have Frenzy, but yeah, but we've got more, we've got like 4, so basically you get 5 Transformers in one. And then, yeah, we go across. All right, then we come across and we have the Eddie Iron Maiden, and this is from the China tour poster. So you can actually see, I don't know if you'll be able to see that on camera because it's quite a small picture, but it's based on this tour poster. So yeah, so we had to do a lot of work to get that, to kind of match that and to get the approval of that. It was a lot of work, but I think they've done a great job. You've got this kind of like a metallic paint look, so it's almost like a metally look to the flames and to the actual dragon on there. And then on Eddie as well. Yeah, really impressive piece. Hoping that this one does well, because if this one does well, hopefully we'll expand the line. But yeah, I do love dragons. All right, come across. So we saw this in New York, unpainted, and I guess I don't really have the vision to kind of imagine it painted sometimes. Like it's the same with the Sanity, and I was always like, oh, when it gets painted, it might look a bit like this or that, but it's really cool, and it actually does really break it up nicely because of the colours of the different Justice Leagues. So there, sorry, this is the Justice League of America versus Darkseid version 1. So what we have is we have the 7 Justice League fighting Darkseid all around him, and then you have you even get like a downed Parademon here as well. On the floor, he's had a bad day, yes, poor guy. But also the thing about this guy as well is the fact that even though you don't see him underneath, he's like painted really, really well. I got asked about 100 times if this was Cyborg, so I'm glad now he's painted so I don't have to answer that. When it was like the prototype, got asked so many times. So yeah, Flash, he's holding the mother box. Green Lantern, you've also got the one of the rifles here as well. You kind of place that where you want, but we kind of just put it in here. There's actually there is a gap for it to go, but yeah, put it wherever you want. Wonder Woman, Batman. The original concept of Batman was he was throwing a batarang. I don't think that's in there properly. Yeah, he was throwing a batarang, but what happened was it was a bit like, well, that's not really going to do much to Darkseid, so we have him with one of the, he's basically beaten one of the Parademons and taken their rifle, because it's going to do more damage. At the back then you have Aquaman, Superman, and then the Martian Manhunter. If we come around, so just to show the Aquaman, because the water effect on this, again, that was one of the things where when I saw it sculpted, I was a bit like, you know, guys, are you going to do this in clear resin? Are you going to have a light up in here? You're going to do this, you're going to do that. But I think the team have done a really, really good job in painting this water effect. I think this water effect is done really, really well. Really impressed. So we still got all styrofoam in there, can't get it out. Yeah, and then you also got like one of those kind of posts you have at the side of the sea where you tie the boats to. Right, and then you come across and you have the bronze version of this, so this is version B. And yeah, we've gone for like an aged bronze effect, which kind of has the blue kind of what's it called, like when it's like oxidized, and you know, you got the patina going on with the bronze effect as well. Again, I was a bit, when I was told about it, I was a bit like, okay, isn't that going to look a bit, you know, like kind of blend into each other? But again, I mean, like in person, it looks really, really good, and yeah, really, really impressive how this looks. This is an exclusive for the event. So there's another arm down there. Yeah, so we've gone for all the characters on the other one, so we just go through. The only difference will be is rather than it being a material, a gold lasso, it's going to be like a bronze, but this isn't the final thing. All right, so come across and we got the, this is part of our samurai line. So we have the Harlequin, which we saw this in New York already, so we won't spend too much time on that. But yeah, this was one of my favorites actually in New York. I really, really like this one. And we didn't know until we spoke to Aria about it, but this actually is, the mallet is based on that game you get as a kid, where you have like a little wooden cup and you have a ball, and you kind of trying to get the cup in the ball in the cup, and it's kind of, that's what it's based on. I didn't know that until I spoke to Aria about it. Also, I think all the light ups have been added on this. The light ups weren't there in New York, so you got the headlights here, and then you got the lamp here. Is there lights on the back as well? No. So yeah, all the lights on the front there. You come across, you got the Robin. Again, we saw this one in New York, so won't spend too much time on this one, but yeah, super, super cool piece. Got a lot of positive feedback on social media from this one. So yeah, we'll go across. And then we have Nightwing. So the Nightwing is he's like on top of a kind of demon, kind of similar to the kind of Batgirl base with the demon there as well. This again is yeah, part of the samurai line, so he's got that kind of wolf mask on there. And here he's got the nightsticks, but there are switch outs, so you can kind of get the bow and arrow as well. And you've got these like throwing knives on the side as well here. Yeah, very cool. All right, which way shall we go? We'll go that way because there's less people. So we come around to Lobo. Again, I mean, yeah, Lobo is probably one of my favorite of the 1/6 line. I love the character anyway. I mean, the character's like almost like a Mickey take of like a Wolverine style character. They created him as kind of a joke to start with, but yeah, this very, very cool piece, and I love Dog. I love Dog. We did find out in New York there is a way you can kind of place him on the front of the bike as well. You kind of balances him on there, and I think they were going to look into a way of how you can actually keep him on there like that. There you go. Yeah, very, very cool. Then you got Doomsday. Again, pretty big for one of the 1/6 pieces. I mean, he is crouched over, but quite a lot of mass on there. He's on top of the Daily Planet sign there. And you've got these kind of like weathered metal there, so you've got like all this kind of rust, and then all the sort of scratches where the metal's underneath, all the bolts. Yeah, loads of details going on. Then you got the Supergirl. So at New York, it was kind of rushed to get her to the con. So we've revised the face, and the face looks, well, it's an opinion, but the face I think looks much, much, much better now than it did in New York. I think it looks really nice now. yeah, really happy with that. Much better. Darkseid. Every time I saw this in New York, I kept changing it back because I love the cape. When he's holding the cape, I love it. But yeah, this is the alternate pose where he's kind of looking at his hands, snarling. There is like an open mouth one, and then again, yeah, holding the cape, which is my personal favourite of this pose. You got then all the Justice League kind of weapons there. So you got the trident, you got the shield, you got the bat cowl. So yeah, you got like all the almost trophies or on there. So yeah, very cool. You got the Superman. We've seen this many times. So yeah, this is on the Fortress of Solitude base, and yeah. Right, we come across and have the Shazam. So, yep, Shazam here. I don't know when to come around. So this is the unmasked head. He also comes with the hooded head. So yeah, with the kind of Egyptian sort of like style base there, with the kind of lightning going through it. And then you come through. You got then Black Adam, who has he actually has Anubis on his base there. So yeah, I really actually like that. I think that breaks up the base really nicely. I love that Anubis on there. And then again, he's got the light up on his chest. Yeah, very cool. We come across, we've got the Jessica Cruz. So yeah, again, this is not final, so we're still looking into paints and things. This is just for the con. So yeah, this is her, and then she's got the construct axe going on there. Very cool. And come across the Green Lantern. Again, this one got a lot of positive feedback on social media after New York Comic Con. Done very, very well. The construct on this it's great. Really, really cool. It's done very well. I don't know if it photographs very well, but in person, it looks much better than it does in photographs. And we've got the Aquaman. So then this is my favourite head actually, the bearded long hair head. There is also a clean shaven look as well. Yeah, Aquaman riding his seahorse, awesome. You got Mera. This one's really nice as well. I love the moray eels on the base. I love the way they actually do go together, but they're not exactly the same. The bases do complement each other really nicely. And yeah, the sculpt on her body is, yeah, very nice. Yeah. We got the Flash. We've seen him many times at the cons. Yeah. So this is on the. I can't remember. I can never remember what it's called. So the treadmill, which makes him go through time. I can never remember the name of it. But yeah, you got him on there, and then you got the kind of energy going around him. Very cool. Again, Wonder Woman. Again, she has her. This is what the Wonder Woman name plaque will look like. Yeah. And Cyborg on there. I haven't seen this one before, actually. All right. Might as well just go straight across. So we'll come across to the Hush Batman. So this is the Jim Lee Hush Batman. This one is getting a lot of attention here, actually. A lot of people are really liking this one. This is part of the kind of anniversary cover series that we're doing. So there's 3 in this line. So there's this one, and there's the Bloodstorm, which this one in New York Comic Con, when I first saw it, I was like, oh yeah, it's cool. But this one is the one that probably grew on me the most for the whole time. This is the other one of our traditional sculpts, and there's something about it, like when you look at like the digital sculpts, everything's kind of like flawless, perfect. And when you look at the sculpts on here, you can kind of see all the sculpture lines, and you can kind of like, I don't know, there's something about it. It really adds to it. But this one really, really grew on me. This comes out of a switch out head of his mouth closed, but mouth open all the way for that one. Deathstroke. So yep, again, Rebirth. So you got that. Comes with a few switch outs there, the weapons. Yeah, we've seen that one before. And you got the Red Death. I believe this is from Batman Metal. So yeah, this is from this is quite a new character, and yeah, so we've done this one. I don't know a lot about the character, so I'm not going to ramble on about that one. But I do actually have, I believe I have the cover this is based off. I hope. We come around, so then this is obviously the Sanity, which is the David Finch collaboration that we did. This is the color version. It also comes with the Dream version, which is you know, with all the characters in kind of like a purpley kind of cloudy effect. So this comes with I can't remember, it's 12 or 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, it's 11. So it's 11. There's 12 in total of the characters on there. So it's basically, it was all in how Batman, like one of his main challenges is how he actually deals with the things going on in his mind. So there's that. We come across, and we have the Catwoman. So yeah, very, very nice this one. You've got the backpack here, you got the cat, the whip going around, which is yeah, there, and then all the stained glass windows on the bottom. We'll try and keep this child friendly, but there are other views which you can look at on this one, which are top notch. Then you have the Rebirth Batman. So he's up on top of the building. You've got like really nice little purple line in there. Really cool. Yeah, I love the way it's sculpted there. So you kind of see the way he's pulling the cape around. And then you've got the Joker again. This is the name plug that comes with him. This is for like 30% of the edition size, all these name plugs. And we're going to do it from all of our newer pieces. And then you've got the Harlequin version B with the hyenas. Again, we saw this one in New York, so we won't spend too much time on that. If we go across then, so this then is the Batcave. Loud music there, so I can step over this side. So yeah, you got the Batcave here. So we did a video of this, myself and Brian. We went over all the details on this. Highly customizable. You can do, well, basically you can buy the cave, you can then extend it. You can extend it that way, so make it taller, make it wider. You can put all these modules in the different places. So you kind of have Batman. I don't know if that'll focus, but yeah, the Batman is 1/30 scale. You can have him sitting in his computer. You can then have Alfred standing next to him. We are looking into ways of having lighting into the actual screen. Even a possibility of having an LED sort of small screen where you can put an SD card in. We're looking at that, but it's all about costs. You then also have the Batmobile, which will actually open up, if I can open it there like that. And you can probably put a Batman inside there. Potentially this will spin, we're looking into that. You have then the Batman you can put there, which they come in these capsules. You can put them wherever you want to put them. Totally customizable, totally modular. The lighting won't look like this, it will be all more integrated. The armory, all his weapons, all the contingency plan for the Justice League. So if he wants to, basically Batman knows how to beat all the Justice League, and that's his plans if they double cross him or anything. Then you got the trophy room. I always remember this is like the robotic T-Rex. I always remember the T-Rex and the coin from Batman 497, so the back of that where Bane's breaking his back. Again, put these kind of wherever you want to put them. Yeah, they'll move. Every moves is going to be, all of these holes will be covered with air vents. Yeah, loads and loads of stuff going on. I mean, yeah, there's a promo video going on there at the moment, but yeah, lots going on. So yeah, that's everything, isn't it? We done everything? Yeah, good. All right, that's everything. So hope you enjoy the coverage. If you're in Singapore, hopefully you come to the con. Hopefully you got to see the stuff yourself. If you haven't, hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you enjoyed the video, give us a thumbs up, and make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share. Follow us on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, all of that. Thanks, guys. Take care.